look at the fantasy standings. Eric Zane, second from last. The only person worse, our pal Aram in Tennessee. Oh, God. My team, Team Creepy Dean, is off to a terrible start. I thought there was some hope for me with this. Last night was a Monday Night Football game, so I've got two players playing in that game, and it didn't matter. Not good at all. And one of my players is hurt, so like he can't play for the next 8 weeks. Some running back from San Francisco, Elijah Mitchell, I think is his name. So so it says, hey, notice this one of your running backs is not going to play for the next 8 weeks. You're going to have to make a change. And I go, oh, no problem. Some expert drafting by your old pal Eric Zane. I've got a competent backup ready to go. So then I look at my backup running back list. I could replace that running back with Jared Goff. No. How about Kenny Golladay? No, idiot. He's a receiver. Oh, no problem. I've got this guy, P. Campbell. Oh. No. He's a wide receiver. Okay, how about Jay DeGuara? Nope. Tight end. A. Pierce, Indianapolis. Now, he's not a running back. He's white. Besides, he's a wide receiver. Okay, let's go with this guy, Odell Beckham Jr., as your backup running back. No, dumbass. He's hurt, and he's a receiver. I don't even have a backup running back. I didn't draft a backup running back. What an asshole. My backup players are a quarterback, 4 wide receivers, one of which is on injured reserve, and a tight end. Sam the Jew says, waiver wire, bro. I did. I went ahead and I dropped Elijah Mitchell, the guy who's hurt, the idiot, and picked up some hot commodity by the name of D. Hilliard. It doesn't say their first names, and I don't know enough about football to know, like, who that is. So I made a claim, and it's pending. I think the commissioner has to approve it, and he's out killing pigs. So it's already over. Sam the Jew says, your league doesn't have an injured reserve to put him on rather than drop him. I have no idea what any of that means. Tyler says, I bet they do have one. Wait a minute. So does that mean I should take back my claim? Pending transaction. Cancel claim. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll cancel it and let you guys help me. If that's the case, I don't know. Linda says we do. So what does that mean? Does that mean I keep the guy, put him on injured reserve, and then pick somebody else up off the waiver wire? Is that how it works? Okay, it seems pretty simple now. All right. Thank God I turned to you guys. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. I still have this issue where on my damn tongue, it's turned into a canker sore. A vicious blow to my tongue. I talked about it yesterday, and now it's just an it's actually a little better, but it still hurts. It still bothers me. So that's kind of slowing me down, but it'll be fine. Out of 20 teams, and by the way, we have a gigantic league. Most teams or most leagues aren't this big from what I'm understanding. And the fact that Aram, I don't know what happened there, because your team was a lot better than mine, and he has he's in last place, so kind of works out because it could be worse. I could be as bad as him, but I don't think there's any hope for me. It doesn't help that Aaron Rodgers, my quarterback, is surrounded by Pop Warner football players. They suck so bad. I don't know. I think that the Packers may be terrible this year. They are not the same team. And and you know what, frankly, I'm kind of glad, because Aaron Rodgers is such an asshole. I can't stand that guy. So, silver lining. If he does terrible, yeah, my team's going to suck, but I don't give a shit. It's looking more and more to me early on that the Bears are going to be better than what people thought, and the Minnesota Vikings may be the team to beat. Now, it's only 1 week of football. You never know. But who knows? I have a very dear friend, actually two very dear friends who are Minnesota Vikings fans, so they're just loving that. Never won a Super Bowl. They've been to Super Bowls, but they've never won a Super Bowl. The Lions are the only team in the NFC to not go to the Super Bowl. The only team in the NFC. All the rest are AFC teams. And they're teams like the Cleveland Browns, who are an expansion franchise, or the Houston Texans. My God. I still can't get over that statistic. I think it's one of the most dubious statistics in sports, that since 1957, the Lions have won one playoff game. One. Oh, my God. That is so horrible that if they go to a playoff game and they actually, that all the fans will be expecting them to lose anyway, just them going to a damn playoff game would be like our Super Bowl. Holy crap. All right, so welcome in to this. This is show 897. Friday, we hit the 900 mark, and then sometime in 2023, we will hit 1,000 shows. Oh, my gosh. That will be well further than 4 years of podcasting. All right, well, we live for another day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it very much. From the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio, Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. Last night on Monday Night Football, by the way, the Seattle Seahawks, they have these bright green color burst uniforms, lime green jerseys, lime green pants, lime green socks, and I love them. It's ridiculous. They took on, this is a great matchup. The NFL got it right because, first of all, they took, what's his name? The quarterback that used to play for the Browns, now he plays for the Panthers. Baker Mayfield. He goes to Carolina. And then the Browns have this ridiculously stupid offseason where they sign the rapist, and then he gets suspended for like 11 games. So they've got some idiot who's the quarterback, and everybody expects them to be just shit. And the league schedules Carolina and the Browns week 1, and the Browns win. Oh, my God. If you're Baker Mayfield, you got to be like, I can't believe that, man. I was smelling blood, and you fucked the whole thing up, you idiot. And then the other one that was really intriguing to me was this Russell Wilson going to the Broncos. And then the league schedules week 1, the Broncos travel to Seattle, which may be the toughest place to play in the whole league. It's so freaking loud there. You know, if the crowd's riled up, it's over like 100 decibels. It's just stupid how loud it is in that facility. And the Seahawks have quarterback Geno Smith, and it was like, this is going to be terrible. Well, this asshole Smith, he starts a game like he doesn't even miss till like late in the second quarter. And he has this phenomenally efficient game. It isn't like he had a ton of yards or anything, but the Seahawks beat the Broncos in this one. Here's the deal. The Broncos have a rookie head coach, some guy Hackett or something like that. And it was 4th and 5, and there's a minute left. And the Broncos have Russell Wilson, so, all right. And it's 4th and 5 at, like, the Seattle 46. And, you're thinking, well, I got to get a first down or the game is over. The coach bleeds the clock down. Hackett bleeds the clock down to 1 second, calls a timeout, and makes his kicker go out there to attempt a 64-yard field goal. And son of a bitch, he barely missed. I mean, it had the distance. This would have tied the distance for the longest field goal ever. And this kicker kicked the shit out of it. And it was just wide by a little bit. I was like, oh, my God. So the Seahawks escape with their sweet lime green unis over Russell Wilson and the Broncos. So there you go. Lions play this week the Washington Commanders. All right. Now, I don't know how they managed to do it, the Washington Commanders, but they won their first game of the year. And but this team this is kind of like this is a little weird. The team has dealt with a series of issues, most notably dealing with the ongoing congressional investigation into workplace culture and Daniel Snyder's ownership of the team. That's the type of place where they bring in a hot chick and she's sitting at her desk, and all of a sudden she's somebody harassing her and shit like that, and just a bad environment from what we are all learning about this team. Well, if you were to go to the gift shop in the stadium where the Washington Commanders play, you could get yourself a brand new Washington Commanders coffee mug. Okay? And here you go. This is what it looks like. You can get this coffee mug right here. You can get a Washington Commanders coffee mug. The team said, oh, yeah, this is a great design. We love it. It's our big Block W logo. What do you notice is wrong about this coffee mug? What looks weird about this mug? You see, white mug. And if you are listening to the audio podcast, you must click on the link in the show notes to see this. With the W over what looks to be a plot of land? What? Huh? They put, this is at their stadium in D.C. They put the Block W over a background of the state of Washington. Now, if this was, this is in the arena, this is in the stadium gift shop. It's completely on the other side of the country. It's your team. How could you possibly do this? It'd be like if I said, hey, get your Eric Zane Show gear with my logo, and it wasn't my logo. It was like another show, and I didn't notice it. How did this even happen? So Josh says, now the question is, are the fans of that team smart enough to notice? I don't know. If you're the fact that you would even the guy who's putting him on the shelf, the minimum wage worker, how do you not know? I mean, isn't someone going to say something that you have that's not even close? The state of Washington. Linda, that hurts. She writes, that's a Detroit Lions move. Come on. I actually sat yesterday and watched Dan Campbell's press conference from our Detroit Lions. And, I love the guy. I don't think I ever won't love the guy unless he suddenly develops a bad attitude. And I'm holding out hope that something positive will happen with this team. But, history will dictate that maybe not. Tyler writes, get your Eric Zane Show gear with Eric's face over the Free Beer and Hot Wings logo, LOL. Fuck. Rom says, did Dan Campbell cry? No, he's not a crier. He's not a crier. He's just he's just optimistic. All right. So that's who our beloved Detroit Lions are playing this coming weekend. The Washington Commanders in Detroit. If they play, well, I don't want to say that they need to play like they played in the most recent game because they lost and, well, they gave up, north of 450 yards of offense. So I don't want to say that they need to play like they played last week. There's a lot of problems with how they played, but oh God, I don't know, man. Got to have low expectations. Again, I picked them 1-16, but I did that kind of tongue in cheek. I didn't really mean it. Now, if they actually do go 1-16, I'm like, oh, fuck. What do you do at that point? Does Dan Campbell get fired? All right. For folks watching the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. But if you want the full show uninterrupted, it's on Twitch. I can't do that. Yes, you can. You just go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Give yourself a little name there. Hit follow so that you know when I go live, and you can watch the show live if you want. Truth be told, not a ton of people actually watch it live. If you do, great. That's fine. If not, watch or listen wherever you download shows. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast wherever you download podcasts. There you go. Subscribe to it or listen directly off my website, ericzaneshow.com. I got T-shirts for sale, got a Patreon, all that stuff at ericzaneshow.com. So thank you so much to all of you who got this first open of the show. I appreciate that. Have a great rest of your day.